We need to, like, get you ring splints, like, actual fitted ring splints, because I gotta say, the ukulele is a lot easier when my fingers aren't bending every which way.
Yeah.
It does, however, make it so I can't do any kind of bar chord. Well, I don't have splints on my index finger, so I can generally do a bar chord still.
Do you have them on your...
It's much harder.
What were we talking about?
Oh, so we... Hello, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Risa.
And I am Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're also alive.
We are.
As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't like that, well, I don't know how you found us. So get on out of here. Go find a nice, safe podcast that, doesn't do those things.
Yeah.
I don't know of any.
They're out there. They're out there.
We're not doing your homework for you. You can find them.
Exactly. Okay. So what are we talking about today, sister?
Today we're doing what we do best, which is ranking games.
Yeah. We love to rank things.
We do. We love to rate things, and we love brackets.
That's true. And that's a spoiler
alert. There's four things you know about the Krolmeister sisters. They like brackets, they like ranking things, they like cemeteries, and they like... I forgot what the fourth one was going to be. It's cool! They like lists.
Nancy Drew?
No, that wasn't going to be it.
Well, we do, in fact, like cemeteries.
We do.
It is
clocks.
One of our defining features. What?
Clocks.
We do like clocks. And also locks. And also keys.
Yeah.
Very into keys.
Oh my god,
but
so many keys in my bedroom.
We are rating things today. We are ranking games based on the soundtrack of the game. So we're just... we're ranking them in, our 5 tiers are God tier, full of bops, okay, I guess, completely forgettable, and actively irritating. I don't know. We'll see how it goes from here and what we think about them, because I'm like, I can strongly hear most of these in my head, so I don't know what's going to be forgettable. But we'll find out. Actually, there is one that I can think of as actively irritating, which is great. Great for us, for this list. So, Secrets Can Kill, the original. Okay, I guess.
It's pretty generic. Honestly, I think that they did a lot of, buying, just, copyright free.
Maybe.
Or some shit like that. They definitely, that was not theirs.
Just kind of like, eh.
And therefore, it's definitely forgettable.
Is it forgettable? Okay.
I
constantly, I can think of the library music. Like, that's always, what comes to me. And then the very stressful library music.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put Remastered in the exact same place, because it's the same soundtrack, as far as I'm sure.
As far as I'm sure.
Actually, as far as I know. Though, to be fair... Isn't that the one where in the diner, it's the really obnoxious jukebox music?
Yes.
So I'm going to say actively irritating.
Actively
honestly.
irritating for that one. Yeah, okay.
That one's irritating. Okay. Stay tuned for danger. Full of bops.
Yeah, okay. I would probably be closer to okay, I guess. But, I mean, it does keep you going. It definitely has that New York City vibe.
No, okay,
no, you know what I mean,
guess
though.
Works for me. Huh? Yeah. Okay, I guess works for me, though, because mostly I just hear the lobby music. It's just, when my brain is just empty, that's what's happening. It's just that music.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Message in a Haunted Mansion. I honestly is completely forgettable for me.
Oh, really?
I can't think of any of the music in that game.
Maybe that's because of how often we got stuck in rooms with, like, little musical phrases repeating.
I just can't.
So I think that your brain just ejected them. That said, I feel like because of that, it's actively annoying for me. But that's,
you find it I mean,
and I love it, but I also, it's like, it gives me a twitch.
I get that. Treasure in the Royal Tower, honestly, for me, is full of bops.
I do love a good harpsichord. Not that that's a good harpsichord, but it's definitely harpsichord.
It's just, I think that it really goes hard for that, like, French classical music vibe, and I think it hits it. So, I'm gonna put that in full of bops.
All right. Full of bops it is.
Final scene?
I feel like
full
that's more...
bops to me.
There's definitely some, like, nice jazz work. There's a lot more, like, sleuthy sounding stuff in it.
Yeah. I think it's full of bops.
That said, I feel like they definitely underscore it very heavily just because it's, like, they focus really hard on the Foley work for that one.
They did, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I could go for that.
However, Secret of the Scarlet Hand?
Oh,
God tier.
That is God tier. I love that soundtrack. I will listen to it just for fun.
Insert sound of my my exotic ukulele cover.
Yeah. Whoever's editing this,
do it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we have to say for that. It is an absolutely stunning soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, full of bops.
Yeah, it keeps you going. It definitely keeps you going. I can't say that I can, like, particularly pick out a song from it.
You can't think of Morning? It's beautiful.
Okay.
Haunted Carousel. I can't think of any songs from... I can't...
You know, I'm so...
Carousel.
I'm legitimately torn between It's Okay, I guess, and
actively irritating.
Because I do find myself kind of irritated a lot in that game, but I don't know that that's the music's fault.
I feel like, yeah, if you heard the music, it might just make you feel a little irritated because you associate it with the game.
Okay, yeah, and allow me to dissociate, something I do very well. I do like the music that goes with the
Carousel?
No, I mean, yes, I do.
Pipe
but I'm talking about the games.
Oh, I can't even think. Literally the only music I can remember from that game is the actual carousel tune.
They have reused the like game music from that in several occasions. Sometimes it's actually a reference, but sometimes it's just like they thought we wouldn't notice.
I mean, and I don't. So what's it to you? Okay, I guess. Actively irritating.
I'm gonna go with okay, I guess.
Okay. Danger on Deception Island, God tier.
Oh, so good. Go back and listen to it. Even they're short, but they're so good.
Yeah, I am still in the midst of learning jig on the piano. I want everyone to know this. And yes, that cover album is still happening. It's just a lot.
I'm sorry.
It's just, there's just a lot that goes into doing it. And so you have to be patient with us.
There's a lot of Ariana breaking down because she can't do things anymore.
Okay, next soundtrack is also going to go up into God tier for me, and that's Shadow Ranch.
It is. And you guys are totally welcome to disagree. But this is just where it lives for us.
Yes.
It's so good. It's so good.
And I'm just thinking of, like, the ballad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, I don't remember what it is. There's some game that that Boyfriend Meister would play, and like it just every time I was like, all I'm hearing is Shadow Ranch music.
You say Boyfriend Meister, but do you in fact mean?
I do mean Fiancé Meister. I apologize. It's become very ingrained because it's like don't say his name.
Exactly. But yes.
Yep, Fiancé Meister.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, Shadow Ranch, A+. God tier, honestly. Curse of Blackmore Manor. To me is actively irritating. But I will hear... I am not wed to that ruling.
I feel like... I mean, I can definitely get it being annoying, because especially when you're like, I'm walking through this goddamn hallway for the 8th time in a succession because, you know, I need to get all the ghosts, and this goddamn music keeps playing every time. But I mean, that said, the music that goes with that, I independently, I actually do like a lot of the music in it.
You think it's full of bops?
Just not contextually. Yes.
I can go for full of bops. It's just, I don't know. There's something about them, but it's not forgettable.
No, definitely not.
I'll say. Secret of the Old Clock, full of bops.
Is it? Oh, yes, Secret of the Old Clock. Sorry, yes. I don't know what I thought you were talking about.
Doesn't matter.
Jazz is a win.
Yep. Last Train Blue Moon Canyon, I can't think of any of the music.
There's a lot of harmonica, which I know sounds kind of like Secret of Shadow Ranch, but it's
worse.
It's a lot more. It's just train ride music. It's.
To me, it's completely forgettable.
We could go with forgettable, because it veers between forgettable and it's okay, I guess. It's not, like, annoying or offensive in any way, shape, or form, but yeah.
Yeah. Danger by Design, I want to say, is completely forgettable. But maybe just okay, I guess.
I mean, it's pretty forgettable. I think by design they did a lot of like urban, suburban, like, you know what I mean, like city.
Yes.
Sounds over everything.
Yeah, it's a lot of the sound effects over things.
A lot of them like making the sounds of people walking by just constantly, and you're like, okay, that seems really loud. Why are we here?
Yeah. Creature of Kapu Cave is full of bops.
Yes, absolutely. Many of them don't belong there, but I love them so much.
It's great.
It's good music. It's just not God tier.
So White Wolf of Icicle Creek is forgettable to me.
That's fair. I'm not even going to have any arguments for it. It's not real. I don't really retain it.
Legend of the Crystal Skull. I mean, I think it's full of bops.
Yeah, I think it's full of bops. I wouldn't put it at God tier, but it's got some bops in it.
It does. Phantom of Venice is okay, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I can go with okay, I guess, because it's like, I don't know. They kind
Yeah.
of tried to go to a place.
Yeah.
It's just so phoned in. That's all.
Yeah, it is. However, Haunting of Castle Malloy, in my opinion, is a god tier.
It is a really good one. A
I
lot
think
of
it's haunting.
it is. I was gonna say it's a lot of those like haunting melodies.
It was that, that was on our haunting yet beautiful list.
Ah, yes.
So, which, yeah.
Yeah. Checks out.
It does. Okay, Ransom of the Seven Ships is an absolutely shit game, but a fantastic fucking soundtrack.
It really is. It's cool.
It's bopping in its own right.
Absolutely.
So, full
it is, I feel like, the reason we came up with that term.
Yes.
Or, you know what I mean, not came up with the term, but as it applies to...
Our...
Yeah.
Because independent of the game.
Yeah.
It's bopping in its own right.
Mm-hmm.
We're separating it. Warning at Waverly Academy. I am having so much trouble with words right now. I think it's full of bops.
Really? I honestly am struggling
music.
to remember any of it, but there is the cello music.
The cello
really
music,
good.
and then gossip. Do do do. Do 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 do.
This nerd.
That one is also one I'm learning currently on the piano.
All right, yeah, I can go for full of bops then.
Okay. So I have a lot of mixed feelings with Trail of the Twister because they were obviously going for Shadow Ranch style, and then it ends up kind of soulless.
Yeah.
It just feels, it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like the music in Shadow Ranch is just so full of character.
Yeah.
And then Trail of the Twister is just, Shadow Ranch light.
Yep.
So I kind of want to just say it's okay, I guess. But I mean, it's still pretty banging in its own right.
But then honestly, for me, that's where the irritation comes in, and I get really annoyed because it's like, you thought you could just fucking pass off the other game's music, really? The other game's style? I don't know.
I mean, we can put it in actively irritating.
No, it's fine. I got it off my chest.
But I want to say okay, I guess.
Okay, I guess. Got it.
However, Shadow at the Water's Edge, God tier.
Oh, yes. That is so good.
Another one where, please insert my Kasumi ukulele cover.
it is such a varied soundtrack as well, and I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is really good.
I really like it. Captive Curse is, to me, completely forgettable. I can't think of any of the music in Captive Curse.
Yeah, it's another. It's akin to Phantom of Venice for me, but they didn't have any like operas that they pulled from to give it that bit of character. So I can put it in forgettable.
Yeah, I think it's forgettable.
They basically just went, oh yes, this is just kind of Bavarian sounding, and it's like, what? Why?
I also think Alibi and Ashes is completely forgettable.
Yeah, I honestly, if you asked me about the soundtrack for that, I would say it has a soundtrack.
Tomb of the Lost Queen is okay, I guess.
It is okay, I guess. It's definitely one of those, they tried for a thing.
Yeah, and it just doesn't work out. I don't know. Deadly Device.
Deadly
Device. The Danger Device.
The Danger
by
Device.
The way.
Ooh.
The Danger Device. Okay. Deadly Device to me is full of bops, but it's like full of bops minus okay, I guess plus.
Yeah.
So okay, I guess.
Yeah, let's just go with okay, I guess. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Yeah. All right. That's apt. Okay.
Ghost of Thornton Hall. Honestly, it's okay, I guess, to me.
I think that they definitely did a good job with the haunting undertones of it. There's a lot of classic stuff. I wouldn't say that it's like fantastic, but they clearly put all of their effort into the story, so I'm fine with that. So I can go with okay, I guess. Honestly, it's not exactly boppin'. I appreciate it though.
I just noticed that the quality of like the rank is lower once we hit games no longer composed by Kevin Manthe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when he stopped doing it. When we suddenly don't like it. I think that's hilarious.
I do as well.
But Silent Spy, to me, is full of bops.
It is. Yeah. It is one of those, in its own right. It's good. It's good stuff.
It's a good soundtrack. Shattered Medallion is okay, I guess.
It's okay, I guess. I feel like I can't prove it, but I feel like it's stealing just from a lot of other games.
I don't know. However, Labyrinth of Lies, is that God tier?
Yes, absolutely. It's the only thing that gets me through this game. That and how beautiful all the people are.
Yes. Honestly, Sea of Darkness is S tier. It's God tier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh my gosh. The word I couldn't keep.
Oh.
Insert my cover of.
She's giving away all the covers.
Well, these are all the ones that are already up on our.
Yeah, that's true.
YouTube.
Our tube of you.
However, Midnight in Salem is actively irritating.
It is actively irritating.
I do not like the soundtrack. I'm sorry. It doesn't.
Completely independent of the game. It's not. And I understand it feels like he was definitely brought in like pretty last minute.
Well, yeah, he's the husband of Brittany Cox. So for anyone who doesn't know, he's the voice of the new Nancy. It's a weird aspect of nepotism in there. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's not even nepotism. That's just cronyism. Anyway,
well, is it cronyism because she's related to him? So wouldn't that then make it
by choice?
I think we're getting into this weird debate of where is the line between nepotism and cronyism.
And we only have 2 little things left.
So, okay.
And you know what? I feel like What I remember of okay.
Lights, Camera, Curses is actively irritating.
Okay.
Honestly, and then resorting to danger for me is completely forgettable.
Completely forgettable. Okay. Because I was gonna say I don't feel like I was exactly offended by those ones.
No. I mean, I think Lights, Camera, Curses is just really irritating to me specifically.
On a spiritual level.
Yes, honestly though. So yeah, that's our little rank.
That's our hot take.
Our hot take. So we have decided it's honestly, once again, a pretty good bell curve. They
gotta be doing something right, you know?
And most of the games are full of a plurality of the games are full of bops.
a plurality of games.
You know what? I'm just saying. But I would like to point out that I'm pretty sure most of our God tier games were composed by Kevin Manthe. Manthe? I don't remember his name, and I'm so sorry. But fantastic composer. He did pretty much the entire golden age, as it were.
Golden years.
I mean, right? Isn't that basically the little golden age?
Yeah.
You know, that stops at about Shadow at the Water's Edge, I would say.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the last golden age one. I am getting so off track.
Really,
I'm
though.
So sorry. But maybe that's an episode at some point? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we've done them about the writers. Why not the composers as well?
Honestly, yeah. We'll
All
just
right.
have to... That'll be later.
Tune in at a later date.
Yes, write that one down.
Nerds.
Write that one down. So, yeah, that's the episode. I will link to... Okay, but I mean, this is literally just... If you go on Tiermaker and look up Nancy Drew Games, it'll be the Nancy Drew Games updated 2023. Click that one, and then you can make your own labels.
Tier labels.
Tiers, whatever you want to do with them.
Tiers of the labels.
So yeah, if you guys want to do that, you can share it with us by tagging us on our various social media. Or emailing us. One person did email us.
What?
Thank you for your email. But we're not taking guests.
Oh, yeah. You can also, you can find episodes of the podcast and also our Tortal Sisters podcast, our book club podcast, over on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. And in those places, you can leave a review and rate us, because you know how much we love rating things. It's true. We love it. So yeah, as a reminder, I'm Risa. I'm Ariana the Rambler. And we're the Krolmeister sisters. We're asking you guys to stay sleuthy. You may be the Rambler, but I am making no sense. A foreign shore behind me, and 100 more to go. On stormy seas and starlit nights, caught on a cold wind's blow. So many years have put my battered bow up to the test. A long forgotten promise, coming home at last to rest. For even in this darkness, something calls for me to find, and cities may all turn to ash, and stone walls fall to time. My love still lies there buried under
silent nights and sleep, a grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep. I stole you from another, but you knew I'd leave someday. I felt the tide pull on my bones, told you I couldn't stay. I made a bet that I'd return, and someday soon I will. And though I'm many years too late, I hope you've waited still. For even in this darkness, something calls for me to fight, and cities may all turn to ash, and stone walls fall to time. My love still lies there buried under silent nights and sleep, a grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep. For even in this darkness, something calls for me to find, and cities may all turn to ash, and stone walls fall to time. My love still lies there buried under silent nights and sleep, a grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep.